Hey friend, Graham here from recordingrevolution.com, and today I want to share with you the three biggest lessons I learned in producing and recording and releasing my most recent EP, The Good Life, which is out now. If you want to stream it wherever you like to stream music, but I'll put the link below in the description. And also real quick, I want to thank every one of you who joined my brand new course, the EP Blueprint, where we walk you through the entire process of how to make an EP and documenting our EP process in the making. It has been amazing to see the responses, what you guys are doing, the motivation. You guys are getting off your butts and making music. I'm pumped that it's actually helping you get you on the path to releasing your next EP. And hey, if you missed out and you would like some more info on how you can get access to this incredible course, stick around to the end. I got some info for you. All right, so lesson number one in releasing this EP, and I always try to learn something from every EP I do. You always get better the more you learn, and when you finished an EP, sort of reflect on what went well, what didn't go well, what's your biggest takeaways. Well, I'm always learning, and like I said, there's three big ones, and the first one is that songwriting is work. Sometimes you write a song and it just comes together so quickly. You've got the idea for the lyrics and the melody, and it just seems to jump off the page, and those are my favorite. Like, those are the ones that you assume always happen with your favorite artist, that they're just like brushing their teeth, and then like a great song comes to them. Those are my favorite for sure. Maybe we had a couple of those on this EP, but there were for sure 2 to 3 that I just had to rewrite and rewrite, mostly with the lyrics and a little bit with the melody, but mostly with the lyrics. And I had multiple versions of some of the songs. In fact, the title track off the EP, The Good Life, was the hardest song I've ever had to freaking write, and I don't know why. The music came together quickly in terms of the song skeleton and where the song was going to go. But I rewrote the hook melody multiple times, and then I think I rewrote the lyrics like 4 times. Like, I just couldn't land on the concept or the execution of the concept once I did land on the lyrical concept that I felt good with. And so literally it was the first song I started writing. I had to table it, write the rest of them, come back and take another second, third, and then fourth stab at writing the lyrics to The Good Life. And literally up until mixing week, I was still rewriting and reperforming some of that song because I just wasn't happy with it officially. So it felt like by the end of the songwriting process, it wasn't cool anymore because it was work. And I think a lot of people relate to that. They're like, I don't want songwriting to be work. Creative stuff shouldn't feel like work. It should all just come. And that's just not true. And The Good Life is a great example because it felt like just a task, like just get this darn song done. And by the end, I was like, is it even good? Because I've treated it like just bullet points in a task list that I have to accomplish. And I'm just swapping in words and phrases, and it was just a beast. And in the end, you listen back and getting the feedback from so many of you who have listened to the entire EP, many of you have said that The Good Life is your favorite track, which blows me away. So there was something to that songwriting sometimes just takes work, and it may not feel like you're inspired, it may not feel creative, but the final result can be amazing. Related to that, lesson number 2 is collaboration works. I am a self-professed do-it-yourselfer, as long as it's something I can do myself. Like, I can't DIY build anything or like fix anything in my house. I will contract that out. I know my limits. But when it comes to my art and my craft, I like to do it myself. From my band in college where we were doing regional touring and we were trying to get signed, and then everyone started to get lazy on me, and I was like, forget you guys, I'll go on my own and be a solo artist. Like, unfortunately, I swing to like the end of, I'll just do it all myself. I don't need humans. I got myself and I'll figure it out. And I'm working on that. I really, really am. But this whole process, if you didn't know, it was an entire collaboration with my buddy Ill Factor, super talented Grammy-nominated producer in Miami. We'd done 2 singles together, and we got one of them played on Jimmy Fallon on Tonight Show. The Roots played our song Raise My Flag, which is pretty cool. But we wanted to do a whole EP together, and so when you collaborate with someone, from like the songwriting process to the production to the mixes, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder, but it works because Working with Ivan, we have different musical tastes. We have some overlap of things that we love, but we come from two different musical backgrounds. We play different instruments. We approach songwriting differently. All of the above is different. Working with him was such a good experience for me. I grew so much as a songwriter. He pushed me. He would say, I don't know about this. Like going back to The Good Life, that song I rewrote 4 times. Half the time I'd be like, I hope this is okay. I'd send him the lyrics. He'd be like, dude, I don't know about this. I was like, oh crap. That doesn't feel good, right? Or I'd even play something and he would say, hey, can you play it a little bit differently? Or can you do the timing a little bit differently? Or can you pick a different tone? And if it was just me, I would have been like, yeah, that's cool. But working with him, he might like aspects of it and see where I was going, but he had opinions too, so we had to compromise. In the end, though, working with him on these songs, it created something that I would have never been able to create by myself. And I'd like to think that he wouldn't be able to create by himself, but he's super talented, so that may not be the case. But the idea with collaboration is 1 + 1 = 3, right? You don't just have 2 awesome things, you create something even bigger, even more than what you could do as individuals. So if you haven't collaborated before, you don't have to co-write songs or go in the same studio with somebody like we did. But at the very least, bring someone else in on the process to some degree, whether to co-write the lyrics, to like sort of play guitar on your track, or to be your drummer, or to be a string player, or to sing. Or if you don't feel comfortable mixing, hand the reins to somebody else to mix it so they can bring their musical sensibilities and their unbiased ear to your well-recorded and produced and arranged tracks. Bring in somebody. It will make you better. You may not like it. It takes a lot of humility, and trust me, I'm not good with that when it comes to other people critiquing me. That's one reason why I like to work alone, so I don't have to get critiqued, but it works, and I'm so proud of these songs, and they would never have turned out the way they had I not collaborated. And the third and final lesson I learned from this EP is that you never know what song or songs are going to connect with your audience. You might have an idea of what you think your single is, or what you think your best song is, or the song that like represents you or this EP the most. But until you finish it, distribute it, and promote it and get it in the hands of your fans, you never know which song really is going to connect with people. And now it's only been out for a week, already getting feedback from so many of you. I have been surprised. I have been surprised at what songs people like. Even my wife picked the song on the EP. Like her favorite song is like my least favorite song. And I like them all. So it's, it's shades of like. But there's a song that I felt like, I don't know if people are going to really get into that song. It's a little different, a little weird. And like, that's her favorite song. And then my buddy called me last night and he finally listened to the EP. He said, I love the EP. This song is my favorite song. It's the same one my wife likes. And it's the one that I didn't think anyone would like. That's why we shoved it sort of like in the middle. It's like, interesting. I had no idea what people would connect with. And the ones, people like the ones I like too, but it's funny what I think is strong about certain songs. I might be latching onto my vocal performance, or I might be latching onto the beat, or I might be latching onto the lyrical content. And then there's some other songs that I don't love as much, or maybe I felt like were weak, but then those are the ones that speak to people. I literally had my sister-in-law listen to one of the songs that I was still scrambling to write to the very end. And she just messaged me yesterday saying she was brought to tears by this song. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So you never know what of your tracks are going to connect with people. And what that means for you, and what that means for me is, when you have an idea that you feel is great in the moment, like trust your gut and then try to refine it and make it as good as possible, but don't second guess it at the end. Like, the songs that we ended up choosing, we wrote about 8 or 9, and then we landed on 5 to go on our EP. The 5 we landed on, we felt good about in the moment. But as time went on, going back to the first point, the songwriting takes work, like I started to feel like, oh man, are these really that great? I wish it were coming together faster. I started to second guess the quality of the song. And I wasn't going to pull anything, but you almost get that feeling like, oh, maybe I shouldn't release this song. And I'm so glad that I didn't allow myself to do that, because my gut was right months ago when we had these song ideas. These songs connect with people. And even my gut lyrical ideas, even though I had to refine them a bit, I was right that there was something there. There's a spark of creativity there that once it was fully realized and mastered and in people's hands, it was going to connect and resonate with people. And that's what it's been doing. And it has been so surprising, which is such a reward, right? You work on something for months, so close to it, and then to get feedback on what people liked and it surprised you, that's super, super cool. So those are my 3 lessons. Songwriting takes work, but collaboration works, and you'll never know what of your tracks people will actually connect with. So don't assume that you know. Let people tell you. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, last week we opened my brand new course, the EP Blueprint, and the response we are getting from students in that course is freaking amazing. I don't think I've seen as much motivation come out of my students as I have in this course. I'm so proud of you if you jumped in that course, for you getting off your butt and making a plan to release your EP in the next 90 days or around thereabouts. People are writing songs, people are scheduling it out, people are getting serious. And if you missed a chance to join that course, I'm reopening it until this Saturday night at midnight. You got a couple more days to get in there because people have been loving it. And if you missed out, I know some of you did, I got your emails this week, I want to give you one more chance to jump in this course so you can actually make more music in 2020. Now, this course walks you through a step-by-step system for planning, recording, releasing, and promoting your EP. We cover everything from how to come up with song ideas, how to record and mix them efficiently, how to create your own custom album art, and how to get people streaming your music. And along with the course, IllFactor and I are gonna be hosting 3 monthly live Q&A coaching calls to keep you on track, to motivate you, to inspire you, to answer your questions, and to kind of give you some accountability to get your EP done. To get access to the course, you can jump in right now. Just go to the link in the description or theepblueprint.com. Again, you have until this Saturday night at midnight Pacific to join, so jump in right now. And hey, if you've listened to my EP that I did with IllFactor, leave me a comment below and let me know which is your favorite song. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to be surprised. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking and subscribing. Hope to see you inside the course, and thanks for being a part of the Recording Revolution. We'll see you on another video real soon. Hey friend, this is Graham here from recordingrevolution.com.
And this is IllFactor from beatacademy.com.
And we want to tell you about something super, super rad that we're doing. We love working on music together. We did a couple singles together, and we decided, hey, selfishly, let's make a whole EP together.
Yeah.
And then we thought about like documenting it.
Yeah.
So you could see the whole process. But then we wanted to take it a step further. We like, wait, we can't just document this. Let's teach you how we actually create EPs step by step by step. And we want to bring you into that process.
Yeah, so we want to invite you into the whole process of creating an EP, and not just creating it, but we also want to walk you through what happens when you're done with that EP. How do you get it out into the world, and how do you actually build traction with the music that you've created?
So from no song idea to polishing up a final master to releasing it digitally to get it on Spotify and all the other platforms to getting your first 1,000 streams online, this program is going to walk you through our step-by-step process. So if you're a singer-songwriter or in a band and you just want that little push or kick in the butt to actually release some new music this year and actually get some traction with it, then this program is for you. Just hit the link below this video to sign up for the waitlist so you get first dibs and first access to when this course drops. We can't wait to bring you into the studio and show you our process.
Super excited. We'll see you there.